Hey guys, like everything I post, I'm not asking everybody to agree with it, disagree with it. If you disagree with it, that's fine. I don't care what kind of comments you leave. That doesn't bother me. This is all just my opinion. But I think most people will agree with me on this, on how stupid these next three examples are. This is what wastes a lot of the court's time and a lot of the taxpayers' money. You had a 14-year-old girl go home. Her parents were searching her room, so she is now suing her parents for violating her rights. And one of the funniest things about that is her father is one of these so-called First Amendment auditors that go out here and video people and give them hell for downloads and money and, all this. It's kind of ironic, but, it's their house. They're paying the bills there, but she has rights. And the judge is actually letting this go to court. And, that's a lot of the problem with today when people want to know what's wrong with the world today. You're letting children as young as 6 get on Facebook, and you're telling the children that they have more rights than the parents. But anyway, there's another case where a girl's actually suing her parents because they did not get her permission before they had her. Yeah. They did not she did not give permission to be conceived. So I don't know how that works. But it's actually going to court. And something else that will waste and tie up the court's time and waste the taxpayers' money. And lastly is 2 guys broke into an elderly gentleman's home, and the gentleman come home, heard a ruckus in the basement, proceeds to see what it is. He goes down. The guy's still throwing things out the window onto the lawn. His homeboy's grabbing them, throwing them into a vehicle. His homeboy sees the old man is home, so he takes off and leaves his buddy there. And his buddy is climbing out the window, and the old man's trying to grab him by the legs, and he kicks the old man. The old man trips, falls back, and he calls 911. When he looks out the window, the guy is laying on the yard. He's still laying in the front yard. So the old man goes out, and luckily the guy's not armed, but he is bleeding profusely from his femoral artery. And if anybody knows anything about that, it doesn't take long to bleed out. So the old guy, which probably is a hell of a lot better person than I am, because I'm not sure I would have done it, he puts a tourniquet around it until the paramedics arrive. Well, after all that is said and done, he is now filing a lawsuit against the old man. And it is actually going to court. And they're upholding, I think it's the state of Texas, maybe. I cannot remember what state it was. I just heard this on the radio. They're upholding drag queens having contests in front of children, saying it's a First Amendment right. So, the First Amendment is starting to be manipulated and used for just about any purpose. But these are These are actual cases that taxpayers are paying for that's eating up your court time in your court system and tying up your court system. And, you know, to me, I think it's a bunch of bullshit. But, again, it's just one man's opinion.